Hi, I'm Caroline. I'm 54 years old and I'm here at Casa Marino. I had my facelift done 1 week and 1 day ago by Dr. Koelliker, and I wanted to do this video because I was researching facelifts online. As I said, I'm 54 years old and I've gotten a lot of the jowls that a lot of women and men get at this age, and my neck started getting a lot of wrinkling. And I just got tired of looking old and looking tired, and I didn't feel like I was old. And so I started researching what the cost would be for a facelift. And I came across Facelift Mexico, and I started looking at videos that other women had done of their experiences here. And I'm a professional woman. I'm in the legal field, so I'm skeptical. I'm cynical about traveling out of the country for medical purposes. And I also have a friend who accompanied me, and she's also a professional. And we did a lot of research and found that this would be the best price. I liked the way Pat handles her clients. I liked the services provided. And since I've been here, I just want to tell you what my experience was like since we landed. We came from Washington State, went through Los Angeles, and we arrived in Leon, and we were met. Actually, we stayed overnight in Leon and at a hotel. We took a cab. The cabs are right there in front of the airport, very close to the Holiday Inn that Pat had recommended. The next morning, just as planned, our driver came and picked us up at 12 noon, right on time, spoke perfect English. He drove us straight to the hospital. It was about an hour, maybe an hour drive. He spoke perfect English. He gave us a tour along the way. It was just a lovely trip. We got to the hospital. Our driver went in with us, went up to the front desk, and he interpreted everything, helped us get checked into the hospital. The staff there was lovely. They were all very nice, did everything they could to accommodate us, took us to our room, and then my friend and I went into the town there and sat out at a beautiful cafe and had a bite to eat. We came back to the hospital, and I was scheduled for surgery first, and my friend was scheduled after me. The doctor came in, Dr. Koelliker, and he has a wonderful bedside manner. He's not arrogant. He's not rushed. He was took a lot of time with me, took pictures, really made sure he knew what I was looking for. I told him I wanted something that was more conservative. I don't want to go home and have everybody say, what have you done to your face? Although I'm very proud to say I've had a facelift because it's something I think I deserve at this point in my life. But he was just wonderful. His bedside manner was wonderful. So then we went to sleep. The next morning they came in, they got me, and took me into the operating room. And Dr. Koelliker and his whole staff, everybody was just happy and very efficient. The medication, because it's not a general anesthesia, it's a local. I think they call it a twilight, but the last thing I remember was looking at Dr. Koelliker, and then I woke up and I was being wheeled back into my room. I felt great, not at all. I didn't feel any pain. I did feel it's a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit of tightness, but I really didn't have a lot of pain. And then my friend went in and she had her facelift done, the same thing. We stayed in the hospital for a couple of days and got very good service there, very clean. We left the hospital and we drove up to Casa Marino. I had never been in San Miguel, and I've traveled a lot in Europe, and I am embarrassed that I never knew about this town because it is one of the most magical, beautiful places I've ever been. The people are wonderful. It reminds me of a city in Paris, or a city in Europe, maybe Paris or Madrid, Rome. The narrow cobblestone roads, it's just quaint. The people are very nice. You can get cabs, they're cheap. You can go into town. My friend and I have spent a couple of evenings sitting on rooftop terraces, watching the sunset and listening to the bells at the cathedrals, and it's magical. It's the only way I can describe it. And seeing the Mexican families, how much they love each other, and they just gather, and there's just the stress level here, you just feel like you're in a different place than the United States because you just are completely relaxed when you're here. The Casa Marino here, our room was impeccable. It's just as Pat described. It's the princess in the pea bed. I'm a bed snob is what I call myself. I really want very good linens. I don't like cheap linens. I don't like bad pillows. I like nice duvets with nice covers and clean. Everything is clean and crisp. There were fresh roses in our room. There's a big screen TV, and then Pat's assistant is Fab, and she's here, and I call her Fab because she's fantastic. She's fabulous. She's been here to anything that we need. She's made phone calls. She's called cabs. She's helped us with whether we need ice or heat on our face. She's wonderful. But it's just been a very relaxing trip. I don't want to go home tomorrow. It's 10 degrees in Washington State. It's 85 degrees here. There's no humidity. There are no mosquitoes. It's just wonderful. But it's been a fantastic experience. Don't be afraid of doing this. If you spend your $20,000 in the United States, you will not get a better result than Dr. Koelliker. I am so pleased, and I don't know if you can see my neck, but I have a neck back. I have definition on my face again, and I'm a week and 1 day out, and I still have bruising, but I will take this any day over what I looked like when I left the United States. I feel wonderful. I feel like I look good. I feel good, and this is not taking a chance. If you don't do this, you're taking a chance, and you're wasting your money in the United States. So I highly recommend this, and I thank Pat for making this such a beautiful experience.